inserted itself within the culture of American teens. And while it may be a part of our culture, the question of, is it right, is almost always glossed over. According to Students Against Drunk Driving, nearly 3/4 of American teens, or 72%, consume alcohol during their high school years. Is it because of the peer pressure that they feel, or a desire to live that stereotypical teen life, or a craving to feel rebellious, that causes these kids to drink?
We will be following college sophomore Lawson Daubert as he battles with the pressures to drink. He knows what is right, and he knows what is wrong, and he knows the risks that present themselves if he follows through with this challenge. Will he take the ethical path? Let's see.
Hey, Chris, how's it going, man?
How's it going,
So,
Lawson?
I've been out all night, I'm sorry. I'm doing pretty good, but I gotta say, I would be doing a little bit better if the professor wasn't having us write a 5-page essay just before the playoffs start. I'm sure the football players don't have to do this.
Like, how am I supposed to memorize the definition of cognitive dissonance and apply it to the world today?
Well, you know what? That's a great question. I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means while I get this FaceTime call. Yeah, let's take a look.
What's up, Lawson? How you been, my brother?
Hey, man, I've been doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, man, I'm just chilling.
Nice, man.
So, I was on Facebook, and this kid, Nick, nominated you.
I don't know what that is.
What do you mean you don't know what that is?
I've never heard of it.
Bro, it's when you post a video of yourself doing something crazy. Down in beers.
Sounds healthy.
It's sick. Are you gonna do it?
I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to see.
Alright, bro, whatever you want. But if you do it, make sure you nominate me, because I'm about to do something sick.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, bro, I gotta bounce, but I'll talk to you later, alright?
Alright, you got it.
Okay, you have 24 hours. Alright, see you later.
Alright.
That's the guy from the East Coast, right?
Yeah, buddy, from high school. He told me to check out my Facebook. I guess there's a video posted or something. Why don't we take a look?
Okay.
Oh, wait. 320 likes on this post already.
What did that kid saying? Something about almost dying?
And look at all the comments, too. Oh, man, I gotta see this video. Let's check it out.
Alright, Lawson, this one's for you. Consider yourself next nominated.
Maybe his legs?
That is a bad taste in music.
This doesn't look that safe.
It does look pretty cool, though.
Not really.
I don't know. Listen, I thought it was pretty cool. I definitely could top it, too. That's, the exciting part for me. But I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Could have gotten hurt. I
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
pretty dangerous.
But it was still pretty awesome. Yo!
What's up, Lawson? How you been, my brother?
I've been pretty good. Where have you been?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, how's it going, man? How's the party?
Good, I'm still
Oh,
recovering.
Lawson, Mike's video was hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
You
I
better
guess.
top it, man. You better top it.
Are you gonna do it?
Well,
Come on, man.
wait.
Chill.
Or you, Rutgers. Wait, you're out on the East Coast and I haven't seen you in a while.
How you been?
I've been pretty good, but alright, so you all saw the video, right?
Yeah, it was sweet.
Not really. Lawson, while considering it, if you do it, you will be in our frat. You'll be in.
You need to be one of our brothers.
That is pretty tempting.
Just look at it. You're gonna be in our frat.
I mean, look at it. You're going to be in the grave.
Shut up, Chris.
Listen, both sound pretty nice. Being in the frat has always been a dream of mine, but the grave, that's not really my dream. But it's, okay, listen, but the likelihood of me dying doing this, is it really likely?
No,
No.
there's always
No.
the chance. though.
You're gonna nominate me.
There is the chance, but maybe some risks are worth taking. And it always has been a dream of mine to be in a frat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, we have to go, but consider it and do it.
I will. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but absolutely. Nice seeing you guys.
Good to see you.
Don't drink too much.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to this thing like called library or something. There's like books there or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, Lawson, there are consequences for your actions that you take, and you need to know that you need to take responsibility for those actions and those consequences that result, whatever they may be.
I know, but, I've always loved a little competition, and I'm kind of known to, have a few at the parties I'm going to, so, I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. It's my reputation on the line, but anyway, I have a long night of studying ahead and a long day of exams tomorrow, so
I'll see
I
you.
guess see how it goes. I'm going to get some rest.
Lawson is about to have two dreams. The first depicting what he thinks would happen if he doesn't go through with the challenge, and the second depicting what he thinks would happen if he does go through with it, and the consequences that follow.
Well, I think she'll get through it, so hopefully the light don't too much. School in the morning? All right, well, that dream, I have my 2 favorite teachers tripping me and calling me a loser and all my friends booing me. Maybe I should be doing this challenge. Anyway, I have an exam early. Hopefully this next dream's a little better. Well, I did it. Doesn't mean I'm proud of it, but I did it, right? Oh my God, it's awesome! Mom, Dad, what are you doing here?
Lawson Dauber,
President Wormer?
have a seat, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
No, sir, I can't say I do.
Are you familiar with neck challenge?
I
I think you are, because we have you on video.
Throwing it all away.
What did I do?
Everything.
Dad,
Lawson,
Everything you worked so
at this
hard
point, your scholarship is being revoked because we will not tolerate that kind of behavior in social media at this university. From here on out, your scholarship is done. You are a disgrace to your family at this
throw
time.
everything away. Everything that you worked so hard for.
As dean of the business school, I have one thing to say to you. You suck.
How could you do this so personally?
How could you say that? How could you say that?
Terrible. The worst. Horrible. How could you? What are you thinking? What's wrong? How could you do this? Come on.
I gotta let go! Oh, man. You know what, listen. I've seen what both can do to you, okay? I get it. It's bad. If I do it, I post it on social media, my scholarship's revoked, everything I've worked so hard for is gone. And is that really worth it to post a video on social media for that? I mean, I can drink and not do it on social media, and then nobody would know. But you know what? It's not worth it for me to publicly put it out there, and I can still maintain my reputation in the school without resorting to Facebook. And you know what? If I were to do the challenge, and someone I knew or nominated got hurt because of it, then it would all be my fault, and then I'd be in legal trouble. And is that really worth risking everything that I've worked so hard for? Anyway, I decided that I'm just going to make a post on Facebook and say that I can't do this, and that although I appreciate the nomination, it's something that I cannot publicly post on my social media account, and I hope everybody's not too disappointed.
The people affected by this situation are known as the stakeholders. One of the stakeholders is Lawson. Lawson is a stakeholder because he directly affects himself and the others around him. This includes the possible loss of his scholarship. The person who nominated Lawson is also a stakeholder because he put Lawson in this tough situation, and if Lawson was to be hurt in any way, this person could be held responsible. Both the university and its president are stakeholders because if the media were to release Lawson's challenge to the public, both their reputations would be entirely marred. The friends and family of Lawson are also stakeholders because depending on Lawson's decision, they are affected greatly. Especially his parents are stakeholders because Lawson's scholarship or even his life are in danger. If Lawson does decide to do the challenge and completes it, the person he nominates would be a stakeholder because they could get in trouble or they could even die. Lawson could then be held accountable and jailed for involuntary manslaughter. These are the stakeholders of this case.
As we analyze Lawson's decision-making, we can see that he uses a number of different thought processes to solve his dilemma. These thought processes are part of the Marculo approaches, and we have identified that he uses the utilitarian and virtue approaches.
The utilitarian approach is appropriate when connecting to this case because it states that one action produces the greatest good and the least harm. In other words, maximizing the benefits while minimizing the harms. In this situation, Lawson is able to eradicate the consequences that will present themselves if he does not follow with this general. If he does not go through, he will not present a risk of his self-health and his education. In other words, he may not hurt himself or get the scholarship revoked if he does not go through.
The virtue approach is also appropriate when dealing with this case, because it asks the question, is this action consistent with me acting at my best? And if Lawson was to go through with this challenge, he wouldn't be acting at his best. As an upstanding student at the university's business school, Lawson has a certain standard of conduct to adhere to, and he's aware of the consequences that would follow if he didn't adhere to the standard. Lawson doesn't want to put himself and potentially others in harm's way just to continue a social phenomenon. He knows better than that.
We wanted to fully convey the severity of these irresponsible social media trends. The number of deaths from this neck nomination, they're not just a number or statistic. These are real people. They're friends and brothers and sisters and daughters. Imagine losing a friend or a loved one because of one bad choice. It's not worth it, but there is something we could do to help it.
In order to stop this deadly Facebook drinking challenge, we must stand together to stop supporting bad decisions and start enforcing and promoting good decisions. Here's a look into the lives of these prominent young adults whose lives were lost because of accepting the challenge.
Johnny was only 19 when he drank to the point of incapacitation. This caused him to jump into a river and drown. He was a loved friend and a cherished son.
Ross Cummings was only 22 years old when he died of alcohol poisoning. He was an aspiring DJ, and his love for music created friendships with everybody he met.
Isaac mixed a variety of alcohol that caused his heart to fail, and then he collapsed. He died when he was only 19. He was a passionate soccer player and a loved friend.
Stephen Brooks was only 29 years old when he drank a pint of vodka and collapsed. He had a heart of gold, and he loved his family very much.
Bradley died from drinking 2 pints of gin in 2 minutes. That's the equivalent of 37 shots. He died at only 19, and he was a successful salesman. His mother was heartbroken, and his father couldn't believe that they lost their only son to one bad choice.
Their decision on accepting this challenge not only took away their own lives, but it destroyed the lives of the people who love them. Don't be next for their sakes.
As you can see, there are some serious consequences to irresponsible drinking. Underage people drink less often than adults. However, when they do, they consume more alcohol at one time than legal adults. 4 out of 5 college students drink, and out of those who do, half consume alcohol through binge drinking. In 2011, the National Survey on Drug Use and Health found that 25% of youth from ages 12 to 20 drink regularly, and the Monitoring the Future survey found that 33% of 8th graders, 13-year-olds, have tried alcohol at least once. We've also conducted our own survey in which we asked our friends and classmates to participate. We found that 1/3 of them would be willing to do something illegal, such as participate in neck nomination, if they were to gain popularity from it. Overall, 96% of our participants know that colleges check social media for applicants, and yet they have all seen their peers post content that could potentially harm their reputations and their future college careers. 94% of survey participants have actually seen their peers partake in underage drinking.
Many people are affected by alcohol consumption. Each year, about 5,000 people die from alcohol-related accidents or injuries. In 2008 alone, over 190,000 people under the age of 21 visited an emergency room for such reasons. Young drinkers are more likely to carry out or be the victim of a physical or sexual assault. Drinking can also cause brain development issues in adolescents. Challenges such as neck nomination only add to these problems.
Without even knowing the exact approaches, Lawson was able to use ethics to correctly resolve his dilemma. He used the virtue approach to ask himself, if I were to go through with this, what kind of person would I become? He wanted to maintain his integrity and decided that he did not like the person he saw when he did the challenge. In conjunction with the virtue approach, he also used the utilitarian approach to see that if he did do the challenge, there could be many negative consequences. Whereas if he didn't take up the challenge, life would continue as normal and he might even gain some respect from his peers. He was able to use these approaches to combat all the peer pressure that told him to take up the challenge. As a whole, we need to come together to combat the expectations that accompany growing up in America. With some effort on all our parts and some education on the repercussions of underage drinking, we can entirely change what it means to grow up in America. Kids shouldn't have to die because they feel the need to comply to peer pressure. We need to encourage kids like us to make the right choices because at the end of the day, after all the parties and fun is over, the value of human life is worth so much more than a can of beer. Thank you.
We'd now like to open the floor for any questions. I've always wanted to say that.
Just curious. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Just curious about the number of people that you surveyed in your school.
Yeah, we actually surveyed 50 people. They were between freshmen and seniors, so we had a big mix of answers in the survey.
I didn't see it in the slide, but was there a feeling among people that you surveyed that the behavior was wrong and for what particular reason?
The students that participated in the survey were chosen at random, and so it was kind of unbiased. We didn't choose people based on the fact, if we knew that they participated in that or not. So we just, it was random, and everybody had mixed opinions towards it upon taking the survey.
Thank you.
Where do you go from here? The statistics, and again, it was a very dramatic approach when bringing in real people who passed away. You're in a tough situation, so in dealing with your peers, what do you do to go to the next step? Because people will take the survey, they'll point you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't post on Facebook, but how do you change that?
Well, what we really need to do is because people, regardless of what you tell them or how many PSAs you show them, people are going to drink. It's going to happen eventually. But what you need to do is you need to educate them that if you drink too much, if you take that extra drink, that extra shot, that extra beer, that could be your life on the line. That could be your life that you're just drinking away. So you need to educate them on the fact that there is a point at which you need to stop. And at that point, if you tell them and you show them what to do and what not to do, then kids will start living, and that won't happen anymore.
And also in an effort to actively stop the whole phenomenon, there are different challenges that you can combat that with, such as, even just not, completing the challenge could be considered a challenge to some people who drink regularly, and it's just, again, something that, you use these real life situations to show people that it really does happen. And although some people turn a blind eye to it, now that there are so many cases, and these were just cases alone in 2014, and there were several more, it's become more prominent. That's something that we can really emphasize. Thank you guys so much.